What's up, y'all? It's your boy Dex from the Watch with Apollo crew, checking in with something a little different today for the YouTube channel. I have an interview with the supporting cast of The Consultant. If you haven't heard about The Consultant, it's a new comedic thriller series that explores the sinister relationship between boss and employee. It stars Christoph Waltz, Nat Wolff, Brittany O'Grady, and Aimee Carrero. When a new consultant, Regus Patoff, Christoph Waltz, is hired to improve the business at the app-based gaming company CompWare, employees experience new demands and challenges to put everything into question, including their lives. The Consultant is coming to Prime Video on February 24th. All 8 episodes will be dropping at once. Extremely bingeable, 30-minute episodes. You're going to like it. It's a lot of fun. And this interview is a lot of fun. So thanks for tuning in. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good shit. Thanks for watching. Bye. I want to start off with Nat. Nat, I've been a fan for almost 20 years now. I was there in the Naked Brother band days. So I want to just kind of hear from you kind of about your career journey from, back in the Naked Brothers band days to now doing this kind of dark thriller comedy series and still making music. So what's it been like? How's the journey been?
It's been amazing. I think I've been lucky enough to have these passions of being, loving acting, loving music, and trying to just keep my head down and doing work that I'm inspired by. And then, letting the career happen, because I think if I had some kind of clear career trajectory, if I focused too hard on that, I'd get depressed and it would kind of like squash my creative impulses. But I just feel so lucky and grateful, like, to work with these two and to work with Christoph. This was kind of a dream scenario, and in a strange way it was similar to the show that I did when I was a kid. It's the first time I have done a TV show since I was 11 to 13. And there was kind of a family vibe. I mean, in the Naked Brothers band, it was actually my family.
Yeah.
But this really did have a family vibe, and Christoph had a paternal vibe, and I feel like these two are my sisters. And I really, I can't believe it sometimes how lucky I've gotten.
That's awesome. That's awesome. You mentioned working with Christoph and Brittany. That's kind of what I wanted to ask you about. You've gotten to work with a lot of incredible actors and actresses throughout your career. You've gotten to work with Queen Latifah really closely, and Connie Britton, who I love, and things like that. Now you're working with Christoph Waltz. So can you just kind of tell me about some of the things you've gotten to learn from some of these more veteran actors, like in your career, kind of starting out?
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of bad eggs in the industry, and then there's a lot of good eggs, and all the people that you mentioned are just incredible people. And I think that the wonderful thing about working with awesome people, I mean, Nat and Aimee have worked with some legends as well that I'm absolutely blown away with. And I think that you start to realize that veteran actors have their own process. They're just as human, and you can learn so much from them, and just their work ethic. Where have they been, and how did they get to where they are? What keeps them who they are, and grounded or driven or just awesome. And they are kind of the leaders of the pack when you have kind of this familial experience or work experience. It can be a choice. And Christoph was warm, kind, engaging, and we were all so grateful to have worked with such a legendary actor, and he was generous with his time, and it's just who he is. I guess it's not a choice, it's just who he was. So that was it was a wonderful experience.
That's really, really cool. Y'all have both mentioned kind of having like a family vibe on set. So for those of us who have never been on a TV show set before, like, what are y'all kind of doing between takes and shooting and stuff like that? Are y'all just like hanging out, playing cards, or like what's going on? Like that's made it such a family vibe. Laser tag. Okay, cool.
That would be amazing.
Everyone kind of has their own process, but I think on this show, it was really wonderful. We all got along. We all really supported one another. I was doing a play while we were shooting this, and Brittany and Nat came to the play. They brought friends. Like they just couldn't have been more supportive. And that really, I think, in my opinion, helps me creatively to know that I'm in a good, safe space among friends. And I think it makes the work better, honestly.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
I got to go see jazz with Christoph.
That sounds like the best thing in the world. I would love to do that. I've got to wrap up here, but Aimee, my last question real quick is for you. You were in the Menu, which is amazing. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone loves it. But who was the creepier boss between the Menu and the Consultant?
Well, Chef Sloa kills everyone at the end, so I guess him by default. But there is something really interesting about, both projects have a theme of like how quickly we can be taken in by someone in a position of authority. And I think this series, one of the many themes is, you think you know who you are, but it just takes one person who says things the right way, or is powerful enough, or catches you in a bad time in your life or a good time in your life for you to question all of your choices and who you are. So I think as a society, we must be thinking about that a lot if there are so many projects that deal with that.
That is a great answer. Thank you guys for your time.
That was a great interview.
That was such a great question.
Those are such good questions.
Okay,
so
cool.
Good.
I had never done this before. I was terrified.
Oh my God.
Congrats. You were so good.
Thank you. That means a lot. Appreciate you guys. Y'all have a good day.